How's it going? So, I'm often asked what my thoughts are about saying affirmations and denials. Do they work? And what does Neville have to say about it? Because surprisingly, some say Neville was against using them. And of course, people ask, what's the best affirmation to use when trying to manifest? All right, so before I answer those, what are we talking about here? As you might already know, affirmations are statements that are more on the positive side, like saying, I am healthy, I am wealthy, I am strong, I am successful. While denials, on the other hand, reject a negative, like saying, I am not sick, I am not weak, I am not poor, I am not a failure, and so on. Now, for me personally, I love using affirmations, you know what I'm saying? I find some of them to be quite helpful and uplifting at times, at least for me. But what does Neville say about them? Does Neville support saying affirmations? And the answer is, depends. So he's against them? Depends. What do I mean? If Neville is totally against using them, as some argue, then why does he have his famous "Isn't it wonderful" and "Thank you, thank you, thank you" affirmation? And why does he even share, several success stories of people using them, like the one including Robert Millikan, who said the "I have a lavish, steady, dependable income" affirmation? And when you think about it, Neville's technique of hearing what you want to hear is also, in a sense, an affirmation. It's just in your mind, right? So, I don't know. It's weird when I hear people say he's against using them. However, there is a kind of affirming that Neville does criticize. You know what it is? Vain repetition. Vain repetition. It's when you repeat a bunch of words like, I am this, I am that, but you're not feeling it. You're not feeling it. Neville calls that kind of affirming fruitless and stupid. And even says that the louder you are, you're most likely confirming the opposite. Because here's what it comes down to when you affirm something. Ultimately, it's not about the words or how loud you say it that makes it effective. It's the what? Consciousness of being the thing which makes it effective. You gotta feel it. You gotta be it in consciousness. If not, you're just wasting your breath. You're wasting your time. And I get it. You might not feel it in the beginning, but don't stop. You keep saying it until you feel it. Until you feel it. That's why Neville says the best affirmation and the only effective one is an assumption. An assumption, meaning you move into your desired state of consciousness and you make it yours, which in itself implies denial of the former state. For instance, you can't be in a state of poverty and wealth at the same time. You can't be in a state of being unloved and deeply cherished at the same time. In other words, the new assumption replaces the old state, the old reality, effortlessly. As for denials, if you get caught up in saying things like, I am not, or I will not, over and over again, you know what you're doing? You're actually keeping what you don't want alive. You're keeping what you don't want alive. How? Through your attention, your awareness, because you're focusing on it. It's like when someone's on a diet and they keep saying, I will not eat that slice of cake. I will not eat that slice of cake. Then what happens? They end up eating that slice of cake. Or if you grew up as a fundamentalist Christian like me, we were told, do not sin, right? That was hammered into us. And although we constantly told ourselves, do not sin, the word sin is still in the picture, in the statement, therefore making us sin conscious. Then boom, we'd slip up. We'd fall hard. Can you relate? And so Neville says the best denial, ready, is total indifference. Total indifference. Things wither away and die through indifference. So if you want to get rid of a problem, even if it seems so real to you at this very moment, all you gotta do is remove your attention from it completely in consciousness and begin to feel yourself to be the solution of the problem, the solution to your problem. Whether or not you use words, it doesn't matter, really. What matters is what's happening on the inside. Because when you assume something, you don't have to fight against your old state. You see, what I've learned throughout the years is that manifesting is really just about deciding. You decide what you want and then assume it. That's it. Look, if the obstacles in your life, at least the ones that you perceive to be there, weren't there, do you need any convincing of what you want? No. You just decide, that's what I want. There's no arguing with your doubts, trying to silence them. So that's what assuming does. It bypasses the struggle of trying to believe. Think about simple decisions that you make every day. Choosing what to wear, deciding to go for a walk, or picking a meal at a restaurant. Eventually, you just decide and it's done. You make your final choice. Manifestation works the same way. The moment you decide something is true for you, the battle ends. The battle ends. You no longer have to argue with opposing thoughts because you're not entertaining them. You following? It's like, I remember when I was in a lot of debt back in the day, always worrying about money. Every time I'd affirm, I am wealthy, I am rich, it felt fake. It felt fake. My mind kept, pushing back and saying, no, you're not. Look at your bank account. But then I realized something. I wasn't supposed to force anything. I was supposed to decide what I want and assume it. And so I did. I didn't constantly affirm, I don't have debt, I don't have debt, I don't have debt. Nah. I started living from that place that I was financially free. And my world shifted. The debt was paid off easily in just a few months. Not because I tried harder, but because I stopped trying at all and just assumed. You might say, but Josh, how can I live abundantly when I don't have a lot of money? Listen, it's about how you feel when you interact with money. Instead of feeling lack every time you check your bank balance or when you buy something, shift into the mindset of someone who knows that money flows easily. For example, maybe you tip a little more generously or buy things that cost a little more than what you usually buy. The key is to feel the abundance without fear. You don't gotta tell anyone. Just silently live from that state and things will naturally shift. Cool? So there you go. Know what you want and assume it. Use any affirmation that works best for you, the one that helps you to feel it. Then just watch. In a way you can't even think of, it'll manifest in your world. Let it happen. Because you get what you believe. Yeah. All right, if you appreciate this message, hit that like and subscribe button and that bell to help support my channel. And if you're ready to live the life you really want, click the link below to learn more about Law of Assumption and Law of Attraction Mastery. I've got a special promo going on today for both of my courses, so grab it while you can. Like I always say, more's coming. Till next time, I'm out. Peace.